talk about a breakfast option in a hospital setting. The breakfast will consist of a chicken wrap, fruit salad, and a lemon tea. This video is done by 4 members: On Choi Lee, Liu Weiwei, Tan Ziru, and me, Ryan Lau. Now, let's jump straight into it.
I will now begin to share the nutrient content and nutritional value of our menu. Our main meal has a total of 315.63 kcal and contain 26.95 grams of carbohydrate, 21.77 grams of protein, as well as 13.06 grams of fat. A wholemeal wrap is a good source of carbohydrates, which provides sufficient energy for body in normal daily life. In addition, it helps to increase the level of satiety so that we do not feel hungry easily. Chicken breast and egg is a source of protein. The meat like chicken breast help reduce risk of chronic disease. Besides that, an egg is a good source of protein because it contains all 9 essential amino acids that cannot be synthesized by the human body. Consumption of egg will increase the level of high-density lipoprotein cholesterol in the body to decrease the risk of heart disease and stroke. Cherry tomatoes, mushroom, and lettuce are all low-calorie, nutrient-dense food that can be a great addition to a healthy and balanced diet. These foods are also rich in antioxidants and other beneficial compounds that can help support overall health and reduce the risk of chronic disease. Overall, a whole grain wrap can be a healthy and convenient choice for a quick meal, especially when filled with nutrient-dense ingredients like vegetable, lean protein, and healthy fats. Next is the nutrient content of the fruit salad. As shown in the diagram, the fruit salad has a total of 76.13 kcal and contains mainly carbohydrate at 16.23 grams. Apple, orange, and yogurt can be a nutritionally balanced snack. This is due to the apples and orange being a good source of vitamins and minerals. Additionally, yogurt can contain high amount of protein, calcium, vitamin, and probiotic. Probiotic can also enhance the immune system. Therefore, moderate consumption of yogurt is beneficial to human health. Finally, we prepare lemon green tea as our drink. As we know from the diagram, lemon green tea is a low-calorie beverage. Green tea is a low-calorie beverage that is rich in antioxidants. The antioxidant can reduce the oxidative damage that leads to chronic disease including cancer, heart disease, and autoimmune disease. EGCG is the most important and potent compound present in green tea, which can prevent cell damage by reducing free radicals produced.
Good day, Miss. I am Unchali and I'll be presenting about the appearance of our proposed meal. Our proposed meal comprises of 3 elements, which are the main meal, which is wholemeal chicken wrap with boiled eggs, unsweetened green tea as our drink, and fruit salad.
We'll start by discussing the appearance of our main meal. The meal is presented in a wrap, which is basically a culinary dish made with a soft flatbread rolled around fillings. It has baked chicken, stir-fried mushrooms, fresh lettuce and cherry tomatoes added with mayonnaise on it, all wrapped in a wholemeal wrap. The colors in the wrap are very vibrant. It has a refreshing green color from the lettuce, bright red color from the cherry tomatoes, subtle brown by the mushrooms and the wrap itself, as well as a finishing hint of white by the baked chicken and also the mayonnaise. These popping colors can increase the patient's appetite, which allows them to eat more. Besides, the hard-boiled eggs are served as halves as it is. Moving on to the drink, which is the unsweetened green tea. The tea itself is not appealing enough as it has a dull dark brown color. However, a slice of lemon does not only enhance its flavor and aroma, its yellow color also adds some warmth to the tea itself. Last but not least, the fruits were prepared as fruit salad. The bright orange color from oranges and the beautiful peach color from the apples blended with yogurt gives an attractive appearance to it. The fruits were cut into bite cube sizes, which makes it easier to consume, and the yogurt helps to smooth out the overall texture. So that will be all for our appearance factor. See you all in part 2.
Now,
I'm going to talk about the texture of the food products. First of all, for the wholemeal wrap, it was simple to roll and fold because it was soft and stretchy. The baked chicken inside was delicate and moist on the other side. The raw lettuce offered a crisp and juicy texture, while the stir-fried mushrooms added a chewy texture to the wrap. The mayonnaise gave the wrap a smooth and creamy texture. In short, the texture of the wholemeal wrap was a combination of soft and chewy with some juicy and crunch. Next, we will talk about the texture of the hard-boiled egg. It had a slightly less moist and harder texture compared to a normal hard-boiled egg. This is because the hard-boiled egg was submerged in cold water, which caused the coagulations to the egg. Compared to an egg white, which was firmer and brownier, the yolk was a little bit drier and crumblier. The texture of hot lemon green tea was smooth with no solid or chewy elements, with a refreshing and slightly astringent feel. Lastly, talking about the fruit salad. The peeled orange segments would add a juicy and tender texture, while the apple chunks could add a slightly crunchy and crisp texture. The yogurt added could also coat the fruit pieces and create a smooth and uniform texture throughout the salad. So overall, the fruit salad was bringing a combination of creamy, juicy, and slightly crunchy textures.
Now, I'm going to discuss about the hygienic aspect in preparation. Food poisoning is often caused by contamination via poor habits of the workers. Customers and workers could be the victim of it, often with signs and symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, dizziness, diarrhea, and many others. This could usually be circumvented by establishing a proper standard to follow to ensure hygienic aspect in food preparation is kept. Firstly, keeping nails short, wearing a proper attire with hairnet and apron could also lessen the chance of cross-contamination. Secondly, washing cutting boards and knife could also lessen the chance of contamination, especially when working on raw food to ready-to-eat food. The workplace should also be cleaned regularly, and especially in between preparation of raw food and ready-to-eat food. With that, we'll jump straight into the preparation of the delicious chicken wrap with fruit salad and lemon tea on the side.
Now, we will start to introduce the equipment used to prepare wholemeal wrap. This video shows the equipment we use, which includes sheet pan, baking sheet, measuring spoon, food thermometer, straight-sided saute pan, spatula, tooth chopping board, chef knife, utility knife, colander, sauce pot, ice bath, timer, cling wrap, and convection oven. The ingredient includes 1 package wrap, 1.5 slice of chicken breast, 1 package of cherry tomato, 1 whole lettuce, 1 package of shimeji mushroom, minced garlic, 4 eggs, oil, salt, black pepper, herbs, and mayonnaise.
To make the wrap, we need to bake the chicken. We start by preheating the oven at 170 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. We then cut the chicken breast into smaller slices. After this, we add oil to even out the heat distribution, and followed with seasonings like black pepper, mixed herbs, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and lastly 1/2 teaspoon of minced garlic. We then massage the chicken to make sure that they are evenly coated with seasoning. Next, place the chicken slices on a sheet pan with a baking sheet on top. The chicken are then sent to oven at 190 degrees Celsius for 12 to 15 minutes.
A few moments later.
We take the chicken out of the oven after 12 minutes. We use a food thermometer to check the inner temperature of the chicken to make sure that it reaches at least above 74 degrees Celsius.
Soon after.
We cut the chicken into thin slices once they are cooked enough. Moving on to the next part, which is stir-frying the mushrooms. We first cut the mushrooms into smaller pieces. They are then washed in a colander to remove dirt. We turn on the fire and add all to the pan. Then we add minced garlic and stir fry them until they turn brown. After this, we add the mushrooms into the pan and continue stirring them. We add appropriate amount of salt and pepper throughout the cooking process. When the mushrooms are done, we pour them out onto a plate. The last part of our main meal is boiling the eggs. We start by boiling water in a pot. We then add the eggs into boiling water and turn the fire down to medium heat. We make an ice bath for the eggs. After 8 minutes, we transfer the eggs into the ice bath. The eggs are then peeled and cut into halves.
Now is an assembling part. First of all, the lettuce was peeled before washing. The lettuce was washed carefully to eliminate the potential hazards such as dirt and soil. Next, the cherry tomatoes were washed and cut into half using the utility knife. After that, the whole mushroom was cut into small pieces. The mushroom was then being washed thoroughly. All of these ingredients were washed using a colander. The straight-sided sauté pan was warmed up and ready to pan-fry the wraps. The wraps were pan-fried for around 30 seconds to 1 minute. A clean plastic film was prepared on a preparing surface. The wrap was placed on top of the plastic film. The ingredients were placed one by one onto the wrap. Some mayonnaise was drizzled on top. Followed by adding one more piece of lettuce. The wrap was then folded nicely together with the plastic film. And now the wrap was ready to be served.
To make the fruit salad, we need to first acquire some ingredient and equipment, such as 2 apples, 2 oranges, a tub of yogurt, a utility knife, chopping board, a large mixing bowl, and a spoon. Firstly, wash the apples and oranges in running water. Using a colander helps to make it more convenient. Then, prepare a small bowl with salt water. Secondly, peel the skin of apple before cutting it into tiny cubes. Then, place the cut apples into salt water to prevent discoloration due to oxidation. Similarly, peel the orange and cut it into small wedges that are bite-sized. The oranges do not need to be placed in the saltwater bath. Afterwards, place the apple cubes that have been drained and the orange wedges into a large bowl. Add some yogurt into the bowl and mix it well with a spoon. You can keep adding yogurt until the fruits are all lightly coated by it. Finally, serve it into a small bowl or platter. For this part, we are going to use a pot, a cup, a spoon, a tea bag, lemon, and some honey. Firstly, boil some water in the pot. Using a hot water dispenser is also valid. Place the tea bag into a glass, then pour in the hot boiling water. Steep the tea for roughly 2 minutes until the color of the water turns golden brown. Then, while waiting for the tea, wash the lemon. Cut a slice of the lemon and squeeze it to get out the juice. Once the tea is done, add in the lemon juice. Stir and serve it, and add honey according to preference.